tried to show me how to live when I was numb. And why did I never listen when you would listen to me and make the wrong decisions, resisting the help I need? Oh, I know I could have done better. Oh, to keep you next to me. They say to blame it on the weather. Oh, hell no. I could have done better. 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 To keep you next to me.
Tried to give the best of it, but it was coming undone. Oh, every choice filled with regret, till the night we were done. So sick and tired of trying to listen, but feeling so misunderstood. Every word and action misfigured by promises no good.
And why did I never listen when you would listen to me and make the wrong decisions, resisting the help I need? Oh, I know I could have done better. Oh, to keep you next to me. They say to blame it on the weather. Oh, hell no. I could have done better. 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 To keep you next to me. I could have done better. I could have done better. Oh, I know I could have done better. Oh, to keep you next to me. They say to blame it on the weather. Oh, hell no. I could have done.
Move your body, feel the flow, do the moves, let it show, feel the rhythm, take control, grow the beat,
Move your body.
Move your body, feel the flow, do the moves, feel the rhythm, take control, grow the beat, it isn't fall. Move your body, feel the flow, do the moves, let it show.
Move your body.
let's go.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. If your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets cause real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score. Never getting bored, loves of blood and gold. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force of party. And if you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. No exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Hello, hello. Hiya. Hello, hello. Oh god. The little stand that my thing is on right now is a wee bit flimsy. Just a wee bit. There we go. Hello, hello. Hang on. Am I live? Am I live? Is it still on? Because the thing is telling me that, like, it's not showing. anything. Wait, are you hearing an echo? What the hell is going on? Oh yeah, and while I'm here, do a random test on the sound alerts just to see how it sounds and looks.
Run.
Okay. Okay, now the music seems a little too low to be heard. Hello again, it's me, Jasmine Azure. I need to start remembering to end the bingo games before I end stream. Because every time I have to end the old bingo stream and then start a new one. Right, so as anyone who's been here before knows, I have 2 games that go on in chat, or on Twitch at least, at a time. One being the Pokemon community game, which is what the timer on screen is for. So we have 40 seconds before there'll be a Pokemon in chat, and hopefully they will show up on screen, their little sprite might show up on screen if it's worked properly. And another game that we can play is Stream Bingo. So I've just started a new bingo game. Remember, to go into the panel of it either on your phone or on PC and click join game. There's a few times actually where I would call random numbers and I would then go to the cards section of it and then go, oh, I haven't even joined the game yet, so I also have to remember to join the game sometimes. Oh, there's the Pokemon. It's a Ching Chang or Chim Cham, or it's a, what you call it? A Chimco. It's a chime, basically. It's based off of a chime. So, also, a few minutes before I started stream, I realized I didn't have my bottle of water with me. I was like, where the fuck is my water? I'm not fucking streaming without a bottle of water beside me. So, it took a few minutes. I was like, where the fuck is it? I found it in the kitchen, right beside the sink, because I was gonna fill my water earlier, and I'm just leaving it beside it, and then just completely forgetting about it. Yeah, I can hear the music just fine now. You're not hearing the music more than me. You can still hear the music, but it's not overpowering me. I just realized I should be trying to catch the Pokemon. I just remembered, oh yeah, try to catch the Pokemon. Right, so, oh! Immediately, Jasmine Azure caught the Pokemon. Okay. Time to go into effects and do a few celebrations for catching the Pokemon. Claps all around. Because I need to make sure to use these. Why not? Honestly. Congratulations. I kind of wish it didn't condense the congratulations like that. I kind of wish it did lengthwise instead of just halving it like that. But that one is my only option to use. Where's the victory one? Where's the victory thing? Where is it? What is it? Scrolling. There it is. There it is. Found it. So, hello again. Back at it again. It's Monday. I keep going for the water. You just seem like looking around and looking back at the tablet. So, the only thing to talk about is that I was thinking about Alien Stage earlier. I think I was thinking about it yesterday. And that latest, like, what's the word? Comic. The latest comic that came out, and this one I didn't even think of until yesterday. I thought of it yesterday, so I haven't said this before. I know that much. But the other comics that have come out, they're in color. But the comic that came out about Till and Ivan, or, well, mainly about Till and him hallucinating Ivan, I noticed it's in black and white. And, like, it's a very obvious detail, obviously. But it's only thinking of the other comics that I realized, wait a minute, all the other comics are in color. Why is this one in black and white? And it made me think, what if it's in black and white? Because Till's life is duller without Ivan in it now. I don't know, it's just the shipper glasses, you know what I mean? I'm seeing the shipping potential of it, that, like, maybe it's black and white, because for Till, his life is duller now, because someone who has always been in his life, has been in his life every day of his life for years, who's Ivan, basically Ivan, he's now no longer in his life, and he's, well, like, again, there's still a theory that Ivan might still be alive, and the comic did imply that he might still be alive as well, because there's really a scene in the comic where we see Till being dragged away from Ivan, and you see one of the guards or the robots or whatever the fuck they are checking Ivan's pulse. That implication that they're checking his pulse does actually kind of say to me that, like, yeah, I do think Ivan's alive. Or at the very least, they were, like, checking he was alive. And, like, how... Because, like, one, it's confirmed that in the series or in the universe or whatever, the aliens do have technology that can literally bring the dead back to life. And then there's also cloning. I don't want Ivan to be cloned, and he is technically cloned, because at the end of, like, the other thing, all of the main cast got cloned into children, but they got, like, mixed DNA cloned instead of, like, straight up cloned. So it's, like, technically cloning, but technically new people. Like, they basically just made new humans using the DNA of the main cast. You know what I mean? Like, Till, there's, like, a little girl that has Till's hair. Till is not a girl, you know what I mean? They basically just created kids based on the original cast. So, you don't really, you can or you can't count that as cloning. I don't particularly count it as cloning, because, like, for all intents and purposes, they are new humans. Like, they are a mixed DNA. You know what I mean? Like, perfect cloning would be only Ivan, or only Mizi, or only Sua. You know what I mean? Like, not mixed DNA. So, but we have been told by the creator that, like, the aliens do have technology to, like, bring people back from the dead. Or they have, like, the kind of technology that, like, is, like, really good healing properties to it or whatever. So, like, they can, so, like, that to me says that there is kind of leeway there for Ivan, for, like, him not to be cloned, him just to be healed or taken care of, in the sense of, like, he was put into some type of, like, healing pod or whatever, and has been, like, slowly healing all the time. Although I don't understand why it would have to be slow healing. I think it could just be, like, he's been healed, it took him, like, a few weeks to heal, whatever, but he's still a pet, and because the alien stage or whatever is over, Till / the rebels don't find out that he is still around. Not, like, the only way they'll find out that Ivan is still alive is if the owners start using him as a performer, which the owners, the masters, like, the masters, the aliens, did call Ivan a good investment. And part of the good investment was the fact that he was a good singer and he was a good performer. So I don't see why his, like, owner or whatever, I hate saying those words, but, like, it's, I don't know the, like, the dude's name. He's just known as Ivan's master, or Ivan's owner. I'm like, at least I don't, that's all I know. If they have canonical names, I don't know what they are. You know? Like, I don't know. The only way for the rebels / Till to find out that the original Ivan is still alive, in the sense that, like, he was healed or brought back from the dead rather than cloned, or maybe it's a case they, like, perfectly cloned his body and then, like, downloaded all of his memories into the clone, because that's the only way you can technically, like, bring someone back from the dead. You know what I mean? In that kind of sense. And cloning is canonical in the Alien stage universe. So that's the only, but at the same time we were told that the cloning isn't perfect. But then again, we were told it was the case for Luca. So I don't know. Just because the cloning isn't perfect for Luca doesn't mean it's not perfect for anyone else. Could be just Luca is not particularly. Anyways, I don't know. Who knows? But that's, like, one of the only topics I really thought of. The other thing I was thinking about was Kingdom Hearts. Because, like, I've been thinking about playing it, and I just haven't had the time to play it. Because, like, Kingdom Hearts feels like such a big franchise and a big series and a big lot of games that, like, I opened it and then I closed it because I was like, it's like midnight, I'm not playing this right now. And then I was too afraid to open it since. Like, I have been playing games, like, literally before stream, I was playing Cult of the Lamb. You know, because that's, like, kind of like an easy game to just kind of get into and then put down whenever. Whereas I feel like with Kingdom Hearts, I just keep playing it and playing it and playing it. But also, it feels like such a huge series as well, because, like, I've been watching YouTube videos about Kingdom Hearts and, like, people's theories and how they feel on it and all this sort of thing, and I'm like, it sounds so complicated. Genuinely speaking. It sounds so complicated. Like, I don't know what to make of it sometimes. Like, there's so many characters. Like, I know Sora is the main dude. I know Riku is his best guy, and, like, the interpretations that, like, Riku is gay and he has feelings for Sora. And, like, a lot of people interpret it that Sora has romantic feelings for Riku as well. And honestly, from the clips I've seen, I do kind of agree with that assessment, honestly. Then there's Riki. I had her name earlier. I had it earlier. I've lost it already. But then there's, like, all the, like, nobodies and the darkness characters, and I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, how am I supposed to remember all these cunts? There's too many. It's too much. There are so many characters. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna begin to remember any of them. I also have snacks. So if you hear any, like, rustling, it's because I'm, like, pulling at something. Is it maybe too far away? Do I have to pull you a bit closer? Yeah, you can still see me okay. Okay. So, Kingdom Hearts, Alien Stage. Where's my little book where I was writing some stuff down? Oh god. Shit. 1 second. It's right here somewhere. I know what it is. Give me a second. There's no need for me to put you into the be right back, because, like, I'm just gonna be just here. Yeah. Immediately found it. Oh yeah, How to Train Your Dragon, yeah. Oh yeah, John Wick, Stop Killing Games. We lost our good weather already. Like we've been having some good weather in Ireland, and it's already over. We're back to rain. I think we got like 3 good days. We're back to rain now. Ooh, whoops. Honestly, I'm really liking the blue eyes of this character. I think if I get a model made, or if I make a model myself, I'm going to give them blue eyes. Like, my original model had blue eyes as well, like my little PNG. And then I gave my second PNG purple eyes. I was like, I like the purple eyes, and I like the blue eyes, but these blue eyes are, like, really pretty. Like, they have, like, 2 shades of blue. Dark blue and light blue. And it's kind of nice. Let me go into my folder that I created for talking points. Give myself something to talk about. There it is. Oh yeah. Subnautica 2. Did you hear that the devs are suing? Apparently they're called Crafton. Last time I was calling them Kraken. But apparently the name is actually Crafton. I still think it's funny to call them Kraken. Because, you know, a Kraken, like a sea creature. It's just funny to me. I hope that the Subnautica devs win, because like I've been hearing the Crafton dudes turn around and be like, oh, they were fired because of like they were focusing more on like personal stuff, and I think I heard something about AI as well. And honestly, I don't believe it, solely because it's too convenient. You know what I mean? Like it's easier to believe, right, that this company, out of pure greed, the only word that's coming to me is cancelled, fired the 3 founders of Unknown Worlds, and then X them out of their 250 million. You know what I mean? Like, that makes more sense to me than, oh, the creators of Subnautica were diving into AI. Because, like, it feels like what a corporation that wants to get away with scummy things would say. Because you know the way, like, with the Winx reboot, once it got out that it was AI generated, that's it. Everyone was like, I have not heard a single thing about the Winx reboot since. It is dead in the water as far as I'm aware. No one else has brought it up since. At first I was hearing about Winx reboot. Then the AI story broke and that was it. It was gone. I've heard nothing of it since. For all I know, it's been released. And no one fucking watched it. I don't know. No one caught the Pokemon. Time for sad emotes. Or sad effects. Defeat. What else? Raining. Sad umbrella. Broken hearts. And sad chatbox. Honestly, that's so unknowingly on theme, honestly. But, I feel like the whole AI thing is literally just Crafton trying to be like, how do we get the fans to immediately, like, rally against the founders? And it's like, oh, accuse them of AI, that'll do it. And it's like, it's too convenient. for me. Genuinely speaking. It's like, it feels like something a greedy corporation would say about people that they've tried to screw over, but they're now being sued by. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get the fans off your back and actually harassing the founders instead and make them lose support or whatever, you accuse them of something that everyone has collectively gone, no, we don't like AI. Like, AI is bad for creators or whatever. And so it's too convenient for me. So I don't believe it. Genuinely speaking, I'm like, no. I think it's just a thing that Crafton has said to cause, maybe not cause harm, I don't know how to put it. Like, they've only said it to discredit the founders, because they're like, oh shit, we're being sued now. Oh shit, the fans are boycotting Subnautica 2 because we rightfully think that Crafton is being greedy cunts about this whole thing. Like, I hope the Subnautica devs win. I hope they sue them and get, like, double the 250. That would be such a... Because I want the point to be, you could have just given them the 250, and you would have gotten whatever other profits that there would have been there, you know? But now, you're not just losing the 250, you're losing 450, 650, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be consequences, more than just, we're being sued. They need the price that they're losing needs to be more than the original price. That way they go, you know what, next time let's just give them the 250. Do you know what I mean? It's the only way for them to learn. This is something I keep seeing as well. It's like, when there's a screen, AO3 will be seen. I know I'm like, it's switching gears immediately, but it's just like this thing, because like, again, I'm in my folder of like talking points, just giving myself like topics to like, talk on. And literally, it's like a TikTok of someone with a smartwatch, and they've pulled up AO3 on the smartwatch. And the point is, like, if something has a screen, you could pull up AO3 on it. And I think I saw someone using their smart what was it? A smart fridge or something. You're the ones that have the screen on it. And they used that to fucking read AO3, and I was like, holy shit, it really is. Any screen whatsoever, you can read AO3 off of it. That is so funny. I've been on and off again considering getting a bit of an e-reader. So I use my phone to read, or my tablet. But like, because they're not made for reading, it just fucking drains the fuck out of the battery. And on top of that time where there was a storm, we were without power for like 3 weeks. And that entire time, my phone battery was constantly dying because I kept trying to like read from it, because like that was like my way of keeping sane, because like I couldn't use anything else because it needed power or the internet. And like, even though I had like my Steam Deck and stuff as well, it's like, it's also a case of like, the power will eventually like run out on that, and I have no way of recharging it. So I was like, literally, like with the phone, I had like a little backup charger thing, like a little portable charger thing, and then there was times if the phone battery would get low, I would get into the car, and I would turn the car on, and I would use the car to like charge the phone and charge the portable batteries, but I also like would get the radio, and I would be able to turn on the heating, and so I was warm. And I was just like, literally, the car was like the saving grace of those 3 weeks. If we didn't have the vehicle, we would have been frozen. We would have been fucking without any kind of power at all. So like, no radio. Well, we did have a radio. We had like a battery radio. We had like 3 battery radios, and only one of them at the end of it all actually worked. The other one, for whatever reason, it could never like actually get a channel. No matter like how much we fiddled with it, it just would never actually catch channel. So like one of them would work, and so that was like a good way to get rid of like the silence or whatever. But like literally, if that situation taught me anything, is like I want to get a gas heater, so that way we can at least heat one room, and then to get like a portable like battery thing to like maybe have just like something on. You know what I mean? Because like we have like gas stoves, so like they're little like camping stoves. And I was like, right, we have like 3 of those. We have 3 like hobs basically, 1 twin one and 1 singular one, and we can use that to like eat food. But at the same time, we learned the hard way with the 3 weeks. The food in the fridge and the freezer will spoil after X amount of time, and once that happens, you're screwed. You know what I mean? So it's also taught me like to have perishables. So like a lot of like pot noodle type things. That way, like you can just use the stove to boil water, and then from that, you could heat noodles or have a cup of tea. You know, stuff to keep warm with. Have a gas heater to keep at least one room warm, so that way you're not freezing to death. So I swear to God, from those 3 weeks, there was times where we could see our own breaths, and we were in the house. All the windows were closed, all this shit, and it's just like we got so cold that you could see your own breath. It wasn't the fact that we had like a dozen blankets on the bed. We like under the covers you were fine. You were nice and warm. Like if you came up out of the covers at all, you would be like bitten by the cold. And I was like, fuck this. Next time we have the opportunity, we're getting a gas heater that we can at least keep one room warm, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? So we have a battery radio, we have a hub heater, or a hub cooking thing, hubs for cooking, have like, you know, perishable type foods that like, what's the word? Not perishable, I think I'm saying that wrong, but like foods that don't need any kind of anything, that it just can be stored in a cupboard and that's all it needs. You just boil it with water or whatever and you're grand. Stuff like that. And I ordered the gas heater and a gas heater, and then like some type of like battery. Like I want to get like a battery type thing. You know, like those power batteries you can get. I know you can get like generators as well. That's an option too. But I'd be fucked if I can actually find a generator. And most generators are not as good as you'd like them to be. Like there's this guy, we were talking to him about generators, and he's saying that like his generator would only like work for a day or something. And I was like, are there like any better ones? Because like he said his one was from like 15 years ago, and I was just like, hopefully like more modern generators can like last longer than a day. You know what I mean? If there's a way for like a generator to like last for like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know enough about generators. I hope that we can find ones that can last like longer than that, and get one of those and hook it up and get it to be, hook it up, get the USB or whoever to like hook it up and be like, right, have this thing kick in the second the power goes out, whatever. That way we'll have better chances next time. And then like, because again, if we didn't have the vehicle, we wouldn't have had the phone, we wouldn't have had any heat, wouldn't, like with the phone, with the car on, we had radio, we had heating, and we could charge the phone or the batteries, like the little portable batteries you can have for your phone. That's it. You know, like the phone, the vehicle that time really saved us during those 3 weeks. You know what I mean? But the other thing is, like, I was basically constantly in the car, constantly charging my phone up, because like you don't realize like how much you plug your phone in until it's not an option anymore. All I can think about was like e-readers can go like a week on like one full charge, and I was like, if I had an e-reader, I wouldn't be losing battery so quickly. And immediately I was like, that is my reason for getting an e-reader. I should look into getting an e-reader. Then the power came back and I haven't got an e-reader. You know what I mean? And in all fairness, I should get 2 readers, one for myself and one for my mom. I should just like pre-download like a couple of $100, or at least X amount of bucks on mom's thing as well. That way, the next time something like this comes up ever again, hey, she has an e-reader and it for a full week on one single charge, and like literally again, with that instance, just have the card to like charge it full, then there's another week of just reading away. You know what I mean? So like, even if we can't get the like battery or the heater or the battery or power station or anything like that, if we at least get a gas heater, and e-readers, we'll be fine, because we have a heater or we have cookers, and if we could just get like pot noodles and stuff like that and just store them away somewhere, we'll be a-okay on that front. You know what I mean? Like, for again, so like, I think we're getting a gas cooker this week, and I'm looking forward to at least having it in the house. It will make me feel a bit better as well, because that way next time, for any reason, we need a bit of heat, pull out the gas heater. You know what I mean? So like, I have to look into an e-reader from me and an e-reader from mom. The thing is, like, the e-reader that I want is the size of a phone. You know what I mean? It's like that Pala box or something, whatever it's called. And there's like a second version of it came out recently, or a little while ago. But the thing I heard about it is that its battery is like 3 or 4 days on one charge. And like, it depends on like how much you use it. But if I do my usual with it, because like you can listen to music with it, and you can like read off of it, obviously. Like, you can like watch things like TikTok, whatever, but obviously it's more slower because it's an e-reader. It is like functionally an e-reader. It's just the size of a phone, and it's like, that's what I'm used to. I'm used to reading on my phone, so like that would be more convenient to me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, hearing that the battery on it is shorter than on other e-readers, I'm like, I'm just watching the timer. Ooh. Look at that Pokemon. Wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. So, like, I've been kind of going back and forth myself about getting an e-reader, because, like, 90% of the time I'm gonna end up, like, just using my phone. So the e-reader is only gonna be useful to me, like, when I'm in a situation where I don't have an easy access to an outlet. So that's either when the power is out, or there has been, like, a handful of times where I would have to bring the car to a garage of some sort, and it's either for a service of some kind. No, actually, it's been for a service so far. So, like, I think it's happened, like, 3 times. Like, 2 times what I did was, before arriving at the garage, I would, like, get myself something to eat, like, whether it was, like, McDonald's, and I'd bring the McDonald's with me. And I would sit in the lobby of the place and just eat while I was waiting. And I'd have my phone and I'd read with it, or, like, I have, like, my earphones as well, so I'd be reading and listening to music at the same time, whatever. And, like, and once I forgot to, like, bring, like, a charger with me, and the battery died so quickly on me. Nice. I got the Pokemon. Emotes. Victory. But that's another time when I was like, yeah, if I had an e-reader, I could just be using that, and I wouldn't have to worry about the battery dying on me so quickly. And on top of that, like, part of the reason why I have my phone on me all the time is because I read off it all the time. So I feel like if I was to get an e-reader, and I did switch to reading off of the e-reader, what'll end up happening is that I'll put my phone down somewhere, and then I'd have my e-reader with me 24/7. And then I'd be like, wait, where the fuck's my phone? You know what I mean? Like, I will end up losing my phone because of it. Or I'll end up not using it unless absolutely necessary. So, like, there's probably, like, is this going to end up being a waste of money or not? I don't want to spend, like, 100, 200, 300, whatever the fuck, for at least my e-reader, just to end up in, like, either using it 24/7, but then losing my phone, because the only reason why I have my phone on me all the time is because I read off all the time. If I start using my e-reader instead, I'm not going to be using my phone. Not unless, like, it's going to ring or whatever. But, like, I'll end up leaving my phone down somewhere and just having my e-reader, because I won't notice that I left my phone down because I have my e-reader and I'm, like, reading off it, whatever. And then, or the other option is, I'm not going to be using the e-reader unless something comes up. Unless I have to go somewhere and I know I won't have an outlet or whatever. And so, I'm like, right, bring the e-reader so I can read while I'm, like, waiting, like, in the waiting room, waiting on something. Or, God forbid, another fucking power outage where I'm fucking 3 weeks without power. It's like, well, I have the e-reader. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like it would be both useful and a waste of money. And the waste of money part, like, it's just, I can't with it, you know what I mean? Not in this economy. Not in this fucking economy. I love how AO3 led into e-readers, led into me talking about, like, power outages and shit, which still came back around to the e-readers. Because, like, as I was already saying, once something has a screen, you can read AO3 off of it. You know what I mean? So as long as the e-reader is not that Amazon stuff, because I don't know if like the Amazon Kindle or whatever, I don't know if it limits because I know it limits stuff, I just don't know if it allows you to go on the internet or not. You know what I mean? If it prevents you from going on the internet, then, you know what I mean? So I don't want to get a Kindle, because, like, other versions of e-readers, they're essentially like Androids, which means you can download other things. So you're not limited by Amazon shit. I love the fact that you can see her mouth moving because I'm chewing. Like, that's funny to me. It's just like, just seeing her chew. It's really funny to me. Oh god. I'm right that oh my god, it's Tuesday. Oh no, wait, sure, it's after midnight. Of course it's Tuesday after fucking midnight. I was like, fuck, did I get the day wrong? Like, it's not Monday. And I was like, no, it's after midnight. Of course it's not the right day anymore. I think I have to get up early as well, and I have, like, a phone call of, like, 9 or 10 or something. So I guess that means I should end this early and not, like, wait for, like, 2 or 3. So, like, short stream today. What other topics can I talk about? Ugh. Oh shit. I swear to God, this thing is so flimsy. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. On the verge of just like tossing everything on the floor. As in all the like shuffling around things around, I'm almost knocking things down on accident. Honestly, I shouldn't be going quiet. I'm just trying to think of something to say. Ugh. Oh yeah, I haven't been calling any of the bingo. Wait, bingo, 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 bingo. Bingo. Calling some bingo numbers. I should just like from now on just like call like 4 or 5 numbers straight off the bat when I start bingo game. Right, random call. 16. 25. The stand dropped my tablet again. Right, a few more. Okay. So 33 and 39 were called. Wait, and oh yeah, 25 is called. So 2 more. There we go. 6 numbers were called. Okay. Hang on, let me... Right, to get that off the screen. Random call. Random sound alert. The Legend of Zelda sound alert. Why don't I talk about Zelda? Ooh, can I have Horizon sound alerts? I'm just after thinking of that. Hello, motherfucker. And that did not register on the thing. Get off my screen. Like, the thing is, I delete it in the Twitch chat, but it doesn't come off of the chat on screen.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible.
For half of that, the camera could not see me, so it was not reacting to me at all. Go away. Go away. There it is. Another round.
At this moment that he knew he fucked up.
That is actually, that is kind of timed right, honestly, with the fucking DuckTales thing. I need the alerts things to come up in the chat box though. Fuck's sake. Chat box fucking notification. Oh my god. Wait, can I do that? Wait, will it let me do that? Oh, I didn't think it would let me do that. Right, I'm just fiddling with some wires. Can you let me in? Oh. There it is. There it is. One more. Help me, what it takes to make mistakes. Just one more random sound, please, and actually show it in chat this time. There we go. That one, no matter what I do with it, it's always low. Like, the audio on it is always low. There's nothing I can do about that one. Like, I find it such a funny moment. Like, Rarity, what are you wearing? I was like, my emotions, darling. Stress couture. And I was just like, yeah, I find it so funny. But the audio on it is so low. And I don't know why. I can't get the audio to be better than that. So I don't know. Oh god, the frame rate is shit again. Last time the frame rate was this low on the thing, it dropped on me. And I miss you. Ugh. Ooh, look at the fucking YouTube chat. Damn. Okay, so the delay is not actually that big. I just actually just seeing that now. It's not that big. Down bad. Because the delay last week was like so much worse. It was so much worse last time. Yay! I caught the Pokemon. Let me see. Clap. And clapping. And happy rainbow thing. Another happy rainbow emote. I know I have another rainbow thing. Come on, where is it? Where's the rainbow? Where's the rainbow? Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Well, congratulations anyway. Then happy chat. confetti. Here's the happy rainbow. This is the one I was looking for. It took me a few minutes to find. There it is. And then the victory thing. I need to remember to use that one too. Might as well. It's like, when else am I going to have times where I need to use the celebration type things? So I might as well use them for the Pokemon thing. How do you feel about me talking about like feminism things? Because that is another thing. There's a favorite YouTuber that I have, and I kind of, cause like she reviews like what you call it? She reviews like things that she watches, like cartoons and things and stuff like that. And like she live streams sometimes. And like I caught her last live stream, and I missed the other live stream before it. And literally sometimes like she only like talks about like the cartoons and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, Winx and like the Winx reboot and everything. That's why I was thinking about the Winx reboot, because I was watching her live stream. She mentioned it, or someone in chat mentioned it, and she started talking about it. Part of me like wants to know like some of her feminist takes as well. It's like one of my like just talking points in my thing is like the caged bird theory. It's like the fact that it's come up with, ooh, I could talk about like feminism. I don't know if it'll go over well though. Oh yeah, do you know something else I want to write down at some point? Because another favorite creator, I guess, of mine is a DJ streamer, and like one of my friends is a DJ streamer, fucking streamer. But that's not what I'm talking about. This other DJ streamer, she has like a board. You know what I mean? Like a music thing where like there's like discs and stuff, like where you like can use it to like make music and stuff. And she was originally just like a gaming streamer, and then she transitioned into being a DJ streamer. And she said like when I got into like watching her, she said she was still a learner DJ streamer, that she just like got like she started off with like a cheap like small little music thing, and then she was able to like afford to buy like a bigger like 2-disc music thing, and she like learned how to stream. She learned how to DJ on stream basically. And I think by the time I got into her, she still was calling herself a learner, but she had like the dual stream thing. So like I think about that, like I would like to try that. And the only reason why I thought about that is because at one stage she did like a giveaway, and like it was either you would get money or she would give you the equivalent of the money, which was basically a DJ setup, which is basically like her like dual disc thingamajig, like not her one, but like of the same like make. So it's like you can either get the music, you could either like, it was like a series of prizes basically, and like the best prize was like either the money, so like I think it was like €2,000 or something like that, or the DJ setup thing of like the music board thing. And once I thought of that, I was like, that's actually, I never even considered starting like DJ streaming myself. That would be actually kind of cool to like do what she did, and like go from just a chatting streamer or just a gaming streamer, and like trying out how to learn how to stream, how to learn how to DJ on stream. That would be kind of cool. But like at the same time, it's something that needs money. So I'm like, if I was to ever do that, that would be like down the line, like after I've made some money, or like, you know what I mean. Where are my pens? Where the fuck? Where are my pens? Because like, I had two sets of my pens. One of them was open and one wasn't. I have the unopened ones in front of me, but the open ones I was already using, where the fuck are they at? I don't want to open a new set, just find the closed open set later. Jesus Christ. Alright, just time to open the unopened set then. Oh no, wait, there it is. Thankfully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, just writing down. Writing. I wonder, can you hear the pen on paper? I don't know if you can or can't. No, I don't think you can. What's the name of the streamer? Knee Beats. There we go. Knee Beats. And I kind of, like, at the same time, I was also kind of sad that I missed her gaming streams. You know what I mean? Like, I've never actually caught any of her gaming streams until, like, recently she opened, like, another Twitch account. Like, she has a second Twitch account now. On the second Twitch account, she does whatever she wants. So sometimes it's just chatting, and sometimes it is playing games. I'm like, okay, cool. So I've caught that, but like, yeah. Okay, frame rate's going okay-ish for now. Oh god. Well, I've been streaming for an hour now, so if I want to log off, I should. Oh, hello. What else? Hello. Let me see. Hi. I have to make sure she sees me. Oh, what? She needs to be recalibrated. There we go. There she is. She can see me now. Ugh. Oh yeah, and I need to call some bingo numbers for Twitch, at least. I even remember that I dual stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and so whenever I'm like talking about like the two games I have going on in stream, like in the chat, I have to remember that it's for Twitch only. I don't know how to like have like things for YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, I turn my head every so often to see if she can actually see me. She's kind of reacting a bit slowly to me. so she's not seeing me too well. One more number is going to be called now to make it 13 numbers called in total. I'm already 2 numbers away from a bingo. Oh yeah, How to Train Your Dragon. I keep forgetting about the like live action version of that. And fucking Ballerina is in cinemas, and I still haven't gone to see it yet. By the time I fucking have time to go see it, it'll be out of cinemas. I swear to God. Zara. I think I was talking about K-pop Demon Hunters as well last time. I think I already said what I was gonna say with that, with the Celine thing, where I think, because I see people talking about it and saying that like she would probably sacrifice Rumi if she thinks it would create a golden Hanyu, which I totally agree with, and I think I mentioned that last stream. Honestly, like I wish I was in a position to play games on stream again. So I was playing Cult of the Lamb before stream, and I wish I could just keep playing it. It's almost 1 o'clock. It's like 6:56, so almost 1. Just looking at my list of topics. Oh god. I think I had stuff to say on FNAF as well, and I can't fucking remember what it was. Because there's a lot of theories going on about FNAF as well. Ooh, I love that fish. Do I have that fish already? Let me check my Pokemon and see if I have that Pokemon. Why does this one have a heart? I didn't hurt you. What the fuck? I don't know. Oh yeah, I do have this Pokemon already. I figured I did. I'll put in for it anyway. But no, with the one of these Pokemon has a heart on it, and I don't know why. I didn't heart it. And if I'm gonna heart any of them, there it is. Yeah, if I'm gonna heart any of them, it should be like the first Pokemon I ever got, which is like the one that the game gives you. Sniping. Oof. Starting to run low on Pokeballs. Oh. I caught the Pokemon. It's after saying it. I mean, after checking my thing, it says, yeah. So the thing updated before the chat did. So congratulations to me for catching the pretty fish Pokemon, however it's pronounced. Victory. Claps, claps, claps. I wish I could have like a sound or something with it. Hang on, I have sound alerts. Is there like a triumphant sound or something with it? Hang on. I mean, the Pikachu thing would be on theme, because it's Pikachu. It's Pokemon. Maybe the Crab Rave one. I tried to find the crab ride one that had like the video and not just the sound. And I can only find the sound because I think like the video really makes it. You know what I mean? Like just seeing the crabs dancing. Let me see if I can do it right now. Sound alerts. Sound alerts. Sound alerts. Crab rave. Crab rave. What the fuck? I said crab and it spelled crabby. How am I supposed to know if it has the video and the sound? Because all of these just show the sound icon. None of them actually show a video. Okay, I just added it to alerts. So all intents and purposes, this thing probably has 2 crab alerts now. So let me check this thing. Why? I want the one that has video. Yeah, both of them show the icon as if there's a video. Let me check. Fuck off. Universal settings, maybe. Maybe there's like a setting that like won't let me show the video or something. What the fuck? Yeah, cause like the Deadpool one has video. Deadpool. Let me find the Deadpool one and see what icon is right beside it. The icon it shows with the Deadpool one is the same icon it shows with the crab one. So there's a reason why it won't play the crab video. Actually, I'll keep this one and get rid of the other one. For fuck's sake. Hang on. Yeah. I don't know. I can't get it to do what I want. I don't know why it won't show the video. So right now there's two crab raves in the sound alerts, and neither of them, for whatever reason, will show the video, even though they're supposed to have a video. I don't know. Right. Okay. The audio is turned off. The audio is turned down, should I say. That's not what I meant when I said animation. Yeah, let's just remove it, because there's no point having two crab raves in the thing. Here I should probably just get the DuckTales one, see if I can edit it down. I'll edit it down, and if even with the edit it still gets copyrighted, I'll just remove it next time. Right, edit media, I think. No, edit. Edit. Oh god, I have it edited down to like the last 25 seconds. So it is edited already. And even while edited down to 25 seconds, it still gets got. Let me see what that sounds like. No, not that long. I'm trying to edit it on the fly and it's not fucking working. How long does an audio clip have to be before it gets copyrighted? Mm, 12 seconds maybe? I don't even need that last bit. Where's the bit about like making history? There's a stranger out to find you. Just grab onto some DuckTales. Ooh. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Ooh. Tales of daring to panic galactals. Ooh. They're out there making DuckTales. Ooh. Yeah, so that's... Let's sit with that Aru for a few seconds longer. Tails, not cotton tails, no DuckTales. Woo! Yeah, that feels more. How do I save changes? Catch Pokemon. While I'm waiting, let's try the DuckTales thing that's now edited down to be even shorter. I feel like that's a bit better because it doesn't overstay its welcome. Because before I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. But like, that one's there just like 10 seconds. So there's hoping that like that doesn't get got. Like, it probably will, but like, who's hoping? Like, I'm hoping that it won't. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll know for again. Nice, I caught it. Let me just check my profile and see what level it is. Let me see. Now I'll go back here for all the emotes. I honestly need to go through more topics to talk about. Because like the streaming days keep sneaking up on me. Like by the time I think about the stream, I'm like, oh shit, it's the day of the stream. I haven't come up with anything else to like talk about. So like I could, because otherwise like every single stream would be me talking about the exact same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? So, I'll call one or two more bingo games as well. 'Cause why not? I think I'll call like 20 numbers and see. There, 20 numbers called in total for bingo. Oh, I have like two almost bingos. I have like one going across, like a H, and then one going up. So I have two almost bingos where both of the almost bingos I'm only missing one number. So I think what I'll do is when I get bingo, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one playing it, so when I get bingo, I'm gonna end stream. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my reward for winning bingo this time. I'll end stream. So I'll stay on for a few minutes longer, and then I'll call some numbers. I think last time I was on with like Steven Universe and Pearl and Bismuth and everything, and I haven't actually done anything. Like I looked up some fanfics for them, and I haven't actually read any. Not yet, anyway. I will eventually, but not yet. What fanfics have I been reading recently? I've been reading Settle and Atem. What you call it? Then let me see. I found some Link and Zelda fics, but I haven't read them. They're just like open in my tabs. I even looked up like Zora and Riku fics. Like I just have like a tab open to like get ready to start looking for some fics for them, but I haven't actually like gone in depth. I've literally just like searched it and that's it. You know, I haven't like looked yet. I was listening to a podfic earlier and I only like listened to like the first chapter of the podfic, then just started the second chapter of the podfic. They're like 2 hours ago maybe, and I didn't even finish. It's not like that it's bad, it's basically just, it's a fic I've already read, but now I'm listening to the podfic of it, and I was just being slow about it, really. It's a good fic though, but like, I can't really remember a lot about it, because like, I mean, I think what it is that it's one of those ones where like, I do remember a lot about it, it's just, I'm crediting it to different fics. Do you ever do that, where like, you remember things, and you're like, oh, it's this fic, and then you read a different fic, and you're like, oh, it's actually this fic that I remembered details from. Eric and the Luminary as well, I've been getting back into reading some of those. I did a bit of digging into Till and Ivan. I haven't actually read anything yet, but I have like 7 tabs for them open. The reason why I know that is because the browser I'm using, it allows you to like group things together. And then it tells you how many tabs in that group is open. So like I have like a tab for free, which is like Rin and Haru. I have 4 tabs for that, because I only kind of skimmed in and then came back out. Till and Ivan has 7. I haven't read anything of theirs. Seto and Atem has 64, and I've only read like, I have read like a few of those fics. I haven't read all of them, and not all of those tabs are actually fixed. Some of them are like, you know, like looking up images and stuff, or just something like vaguely Yugi. And then I have another one that I just named Dobby, which is 39 tabs open. And then Eric and Luminary has 13 tabs open. And then Thanatos and Zagreus is there just 1 tab on its own. I have one that I have named Podfic, and it has 7 tabs. And I think Podfic, yeah, it's a mix of different podfics from different fandoms. So then Riku and Zora is just 1 tab on its own, so that's not a group yet. One that I didn't name. Oh yeah, I didn't name it, but it's me researching Zora and Kairi Kairi. It was me researching Kairi. Because while I ship Riku's Zora, I did watch a YouTube video that kind of, well, not solidified, but like it kind of like talked about what I think is going on with it, which is they mentioned that essentially, for all intents and purposes, the pair, whether this is intentional by the creators or not, the pair is essentially Riku Zora. They're the ones like constantly fighting for each other, with each other, all this sort of stuff. Like the relationship, the games is about their bond and their relationship with each other, like 90% of the time, and that Riku is essentially just there. Not Riku. Kairi is essentially just there to be like no homo, basically. Cause like literally, and on top of that, it's very like some they were talking about how in the Japanese version the line would be why, but then in the English version it would be why her. You know what I mean? So they're basically saying that like localization added like a romantic subtext that wasn't in the original context, and all this sort of stuff. And then there's like the scene where Kairi and Zora were like sitting on the tree together and like looking at the sunset and like holding, like Zora held his hands over Kairi's. It's literally just like they show a part of the scene where it's the part where Zora is like, hey, why is Riku sitting over there all on his own? And even Kairi is like, I don't know, I think I heard that he just wanted to be alone or something. It's like, it's kind of reframing it to be like, it's not so romantic as it is just two friends sitting next to each other on a tree. And it's essentially, the person is basically saying that what they think it is that like the series is about Zora and Riku, right? Their bond, it's like 90% about that, 90% of the time. But the reason why there's that little subtext for Riku and Siri, or Riku or Sora and Kairi, it's basically just like, it's almost being kind of used in a no homo way, but it's also like, it's about Riku himself. Riku is the one going, oh, Zora definitely has feelings for this girl, so I'm just gonna like step to the side. I'm just gonna like hold myself back so that way they can have the romantic moment, or that way Zora can have his happy romantic ending with Kairi. That basically it's Riku saying like, oh, the traditional happy ending is boy meets girl, you know, and so he's like stepping back and letting the boy and the girl, who probably have romantic feelings for each other, be romantic together. You know what I mean? And like, I can kind of see that. I kind of like the implications of that. That it's basically that it's basically because like at first I kind of read like Riku has like this kind of like internalized homophobia towards himself, and then eventually he gets over that and he's like, yeah, I am the way I am, I accept myself, but he doesn't accept the fact that like he, as far as he's concerned, Zora is straight as an arrow and there'll never be anything between them, any like romantic subtext. So as far as he's concerned, it's Zora and Riku, and so he's constantly like pushing the two of them together because he thinks that's how this goes. That's the norm. That's how this goes. That it's the boy and the girl, they get together. It's not boy, it's boy, girl. And I kind of do like, I do like the idea of that. There's a part of me that like, I feel like I'd end up breaking my own heart when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, because I'll go into it shipping the fuck out of Zora and Riku, and with fucking Kingdom Hearts 4 it's at least in development. We don't know when we're gonna get it, but I swear to fuck, if it like makes Riku and not Riku, Zora and Kikari, like if it makes them canon, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'd be breaking my own heart, because like I know the LGBT stories are hardly ever made canon. are ever canonized in mainstream things. I know that. I feel like regardless of what the main series is going to end up doing, I'll end up breaking my own heart with it. I'll go into it hoping against hope that, like, maybe, just maybe, they might actually go the route of, hey, Zora does have romantic feelings for Riku, and go to canalize. Why do I, when I try to say canalize, because, like, here's the thing, a ship does not need to be canon for you to ship it. And I get that. I am 1,000% in that boat of, I don't tend to ship the canon ships, because usually the canon ships are, like, boring, like, they get, like, zero actual... More times than not, the canon ships are just the no homo ships, basically. The ships where, like, all the chemistry is the girl and the boy, but then the canon ship is a boy and a girl, because that's no homo. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's 9 times out of 10 when it comes to, like, mainstream media, regardless of anything, it's like the Riku and it's like this, where all the chemistry is with Riku and Zora. You know, they're the ones constantly going on adventures together. I'm not saying that, like, that Kari isn't important to the boys. She is. She's their childhood friend. They fight to see her. They fight to, like, go save her. She fights to save them. All this sort of stuff. I'm not saying that there's no care there. I know that there is. But I would love the idea that she's a fucking lesbian. I love the idea of that so much. It's like, she's there, like, I'm into girls. I don't think she is, because there is, like... I'm like, I don't actually know. The only clip that I saw that kind of indicates she might have a crush on Zora, it was, like, when she went to hold his hand when they were, like, floating back to reality or something in, like, a tunnel of light, whatever. And so I'm like, I don't know. I like the idea of her being a lesbian, just because, like, it throws the whole boy-girl thing out the water. You know what I mean? Because, like, fuck the regular nonsense. But, like, 9 times out of 10, it's a trio, 2 boys and a girl, usually. And the girl is usually used to be, like, no homo filter, basically. And it'll always end up being the case that, like, the ship is basically the 2 boys. But because of homophobia and, you know, censorship and shit, the 2 boys won't actually get together. So one of the boys, usually the main character, and the girl of the group will get together. And because of that, like, that no homo ship tends to have zero fucking chemistry. Like, I feel like that's what would end up happening with Zora and Kari. I'm not saying there's no chemistry. There is a bit of chemistry. But at the same time, that chemistry can solely be friendship. It can solely be platonic. It's like, it's always a thing, right? When it's 2 guys and a fandom ships the 2 guys, and then the, like, other side of the fandom is always like, why can't they just be friends? And then I'm here like, well, why can't the boy and the girl just be friends? You know what I mean? Why can't the 2 guys get together and the boy and the girl just be friends? You know what I mean? Like, why does... You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, I think I'll end up breaking my own heart when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. Genuinely. Because, like, I'm very much a believer in a ship doesn't have to be canon for you to ship it. I'm 1,000% in that boat. But, like, I feel like Kingdom Hearts will end up... I don't know how to phrase it in a way that probably won't make me sound crazy. I just mean that, like, a part of me would be probably upset if in the next game Zora and Kari were made canon. You know what I mean? Like canon, like they kissed on screen or whatever. I feel like it would actually be disappointing. And I don't, like, I know there are people that definitely ship them, and there's nothing wrong with shipping them. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I just feel like I'll end up, like, hoping against hope that maybe, just maybe, we might get like Zora and Kari. You know what I mean? Kari and Riku and Zora, because like they are where all the like passion is. And there is like this implication that as of right now, like canon Zora, there's this implication that he doesn't actually remember Riku. And so the idea that like when he had his memories of Riku, it was him and Riku. And like yeah, he was like friends with Kari, and like he cared about Kari as a friend and everything. But it says a lot that like the idea that like he loses his memory of Riku, and then after losing his memories of Riku, he starts showing a romantic interest in Kari. You know what I mean? Like it kind of says a lot, doesn't it? That like he has to forget this guy in order to have romantic feelings for this girl. But that would also imply that he's bisexual. So like more bi representation. And like I do see people liking the idea of all three of them getting together. I have such a like a mixed opinion when it comes to poly, like OT3s, which is basically, so the OTP basically means one true pair, and so like an OT3 is, you know, like a poly thing, it's like a triad. And for me, I feel like the only thing that really makes me ship a triad is if I can see all three of them together in a romantic sense. Because like I can understand that like let me, where's my pen? Give me this. No, that's not what I meant. This. Where's the fucking option to... Where's the option to... What? Hang on. Maybe press this. How do I... That's not it. No, how do... Seriously, how did I do the writing thing from before? There was literally a stream where I was writing on the tablet on stream. What the fuck? What? How do I write on screen? Is the option not there anymore? What the fuck? Because there was like a... That's not it. This isn't it. It just brings up like a thing for the stream, like stream information, not anything else. No, seriously, how do I do the thing? This maybe? Nope. Fuck. I don't know how to write on screen. I literally did it for one of the streams. Where I was like writing on the screen. Because I was gonna go at person A, person B, and I was gonna demonstrate what I meant. How did I find it last time? I just happened across it last time. What the hell? It should be an easy find. Jesus Christ. It's not being found. Oh god. Have they removed the option to draw? Is it this thing? One second, sorry. To reinstate everything. God damn it. I was gonna draw and show you what I was talking about, but I can't draw on screen anymore. Is that one of the features that they blocked or removed? Son of a bitch. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be like person A, person B, and person C. It's like, I understand with like... For me, I think the only way I can ship like an OT3 is if I can see all three of them being like interested in each other romantically. If it's the case that person B and C both like person A, and so they're both in a romantic relationship with A, but B and C themselves are just friends, or they're just strangers, or they're just acquaintances. For me, that's equivalent to a love, like a love triangle, or not even a love triangle. It's a love corner, where B likes A and C likes A, but B and C are just friends, or just acquaintances. It's the equivalent of a love it's equivalent of a love corner for me. And as far as I'm concerned, if it's going to be poly, it should be all of them. It should be B and C can and do have romantic feelings for each other, and are in some type of like I understand friendship, because like, I'm ace and aromantic, right? I understand friendship is important, but I can't ship a ship where it's B and C romantically like A, but then B and C only see each other, either they're just acquaintances or they only see each other as friends. And I'm not saying that's not important, it is important, but it's not my preference when it comes to shipping. Like, an OT3 to me is A has romantic feelings for B and C, and then C has romantic feelings for A and B, and B has romantic feelings for A and C. You know what I mean? Like, if I could show you what I mean, I'd show you, but unfortunately I can't draw on the fucking screen anymore. I got to do it once and then never again, apparently. I swear to God, when I end the stream and I figure out how to do this drawing thing again after the stream is already over, I'm going to be annoyed. Because it's somewhere in here. If there's some way to like... Isn't there? There's like a way to kind of scroll. Isn't there? I don't know. That's actually upsetting me now, because I was gonna explain it. So like, even if it's a case that like, I can understand why people with kind of OT3, Zora, Kagari, Kiri... I'm not saying these names right anymore. I've lost their names. Zora, Riku, and Kiri. Kara. Yeah, I think I said that right. I don't know. But I can understand why people OT3 it, but at the same time, it's just not my cup of tea. Because, you know, like, Riku very much comes off as a gay guy. He very much comes off as the only person he has romantic feelings for is Zora. And I'm not saying that he doesn't care about Riku. Kyrie. I know he's not. I know he cares about Kyrie, but it's more like a friend or a little sister. You know what I mean? As like for me, that's not an OT3. I need because like B and C have romantic feelings for A. A being Zora in this case, and Zora have romantic feelings for B and C. But B and C only being friends in this case, with B being Riku and C being Kyrie, I don't like it. That's not my kind of ship. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing with Hades. Joe, the Hades game where the ship is the OT3 is Megara, Zagreus, and Thanatos. It's not a ship that I ship. I don't ship the three of them because, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. It's Zagreus and Meg, and Zagreus has romantic feelings for Meg and Thanatos, and Thanatos has romantic feelings for Zagreus. But as far as I'm concerned, Thanatos and Megara, they're only friends. And while that's like there's nothing problem there, and I like the fact that they're friends, I can't ship a ship where it's basically a love corner, where B and C love A, and A loves B and C, but B and C are either just acquaintances, strangers, or friends. Like, as far as I'm concerned, B has to like A and C, A has to like B and C has to like B and A. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a polycule in my opinion. It's not an OT3 in my opinion. If it's two people having the same romantic feelings for one person have the same romantic feelings for two people, and the other person just being okay that this person has two partners while B and C only has one partner. The one partner being A, and the A partner having B and C. You know what I mean? Like, it feels off kilter. It feels unbalanced. Like, A has two partners in B and C, but C only has the one partner in A, and B only has the one partner in A, and B and C, they can be friends, and that can be, you know, like, nice and whatever. But, like, I don't know, it's just, it's not an OT3 to me. So that means that, like, it means that both Riku and Zora would have to be bisexual. You know what I mean? Which, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But, like, as of so far, the only, like, everyone and their grandmother is like Riku's gay. You know, so any implications now that he has feelings for women, that he can have feelings for women, it will feel like a retcon. You know what I mean? And some people might feel like it's a cop-out. For me, it's not an OT3 if it's two people like the one person, and the one person gets two partners, but the other two just kind of have to deal with the fact that their one partner has two partners. Like, I understand why people ship. Like, I think the only time I ever had, like, an OT3 was because, like, a fic really sold the OT3 to me. And it's like, that fic was the one that sold to me, like, I can like OT3s, but my condition is I have to see all three of them be romantically involved with each other. You know? That it can't be just... It's like, up until that point, right, anytime I came across an OT3, it was just never my cup of tea. Never. Like, a popular OT3 from MHA is Shoto, Bakugo, and Izuku. And honestly, I couldn't get behind it at all. It, like, every time I read, like, cause I was never reading for those three. I was reading for, like, a different ship, and they just happened to be, like, a background ship. And so I didn't give a fuck about them in the first place. But, like, every time I'd read, like, a fic that had those three, that OT3 as, like, a background ship, every single time it always came across as Bakugo and Shoto were the couple, and Izuku was just their mutual friend that just kind of tags along and, like, apologizes in their stead because they're both too rude or socially inept to realize they're being rude, and so he apologizes for them. I'm just like, I don't like the idea that this OT3 is coming across like the couple is Bakugo and Shoto, and Izuku is just there as, like, a mutual friend. You know, that's how it always came across. Every single time that ship was in one of my fics, that's how it always came across to me. And so after that, I just kind of like started ignoring anything that had the three of them as a pair, and I would be okay with reading like Bakugo and Shoto. Because if anything, that kind of showed me that like I'm fine with Bakugo and Shoto as a couple because like fandom tends to write them okay. But I didn't like I genuinely don't ship any of Izuku's ships. I don't think I like him as a character in general, and so I don't ship any of his ships. And like again with that OT3 situation, it really did like 9 times out of 10, not even 9 times out of 10, not 10 times out of 10, it always came across to me as Bakugo and Shoto were the couple, and Zuku was just the friend that they just mutually decided would like be referred to as a partner, so that way he can come along to like family trips or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, if it comes across as the ship, the couple is these two, and this is just the tag along, either because like in my opinion, I don't know if that's good or bad writing or not. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if like that's just the dynamic that most people have decided that OT3 is, which again, not my cup of tea. I don't ship a ship like that. It'd have to be like all of them as a thing, and I can't see it. But like that's the ship, or no, it's not the ship. That's the one that made me go, I prefer these as a couple versus these as a couple. You know, I prefer these two as a couple versus these three as a couple. I would be drawing out what I mean, but you can't. You can't show me. I can't show you what I mean with the screen anymore. Anytime I think I found the damn thing, I didn't. I'm kind of annoyed by that. I was like, once I remembered the drawing feature, I was like, oh, I can just draw what I mean on screen, and I can't. That's actually annoying me now. But like, I don't know. As much as I like the idea of Riku and Zora becoming canon, I genuinely just don't see it happening. Unfortunately, the world is like too homophobic and has too much censorship to really go ahead with such a thing. So I genuinely believe that that Zora and Kairi will become the canon ship, regardless of the fact that like, as cute, like I get why people would ship it, because it has its moments, but you have to agree that it doesn't have as many moments as Riku and Zora does. You know? And that's just like with the bare bones like research that I've done so far. And even then, like the few moments that Zora and Riku, the few moments that Kairi and Zora have, it comes across as that like the only reason why they're having this moment is because Riku is like kind of deliberately pushing it that way. And on top of that, like the implication that Zora straight up doesn't remember Riku right now. Like the idea that he's only having these romantic feelings, these romantic moments with Kairi right now when he doesn't remember Riku. I don't know. I do genuinely think that this is gonna be another one of those instances where the no homo ship, in this case being Kairi and Sora, which they have their chemistry, sort of. They to me mostly come across as just friends. 9 times out of 10, they come across as just friends to me. They come across like they both care about each other and they both care about Riku. But their whole thing comes across as friendship to me. And like, as much as other people are like, oh, why can't the two guys just be friends? I'm over here like, why can't the girl and the guy just be friends? Like, why did they have to be the ship? Like, again, I see the OT3. I know that that's a thing as well. It's just not my cup of tea. I can't see the three of them be a thing. Because as far as the implications go, Riku is 100% gay. the implications there that Sora might be bisexual. And I guess there's, because like, the little bit that I've seen, there's like a tiny hint of Kairi having a crush on a guy. Is there any implications in the entire series that she has a crush on a girl? Because that would at least mean that she's bisexual. Two bisexuals. Do you think there's the implication that, like, because like there's the implication, right, that like Riku or Sora didn't start showing romantic interest, or started showing romantic interest in Kari after it's implied that he doesn't remember Riku anymore. And so, because like there's this one scene where like when he sees light, he refers to it as Riku. Then later on, he refers to the exact same light as Kari. And so that kind of applies to me. He's kind of projecting the feelings that he feels for Riku onto Kari because he doesn't remember Riku. So like the idea that like when he was feeling these things for Riku, he didn't recognize these feelings as romantic. But the second he projects these same feelings onto a girl, he suddenly recognizes them as romantic. So could that mean there's the implication that Zora has like internalized homophobia? Because like there's a lot of like gay people who started off with having internalized homophobia because we're all kind of given this like heteronormativity. We're all living in a society that not even implies, like heavily culturizes that straightness is the norm, and so it's called heteronormativity. Whereas, like, how many lesbians, like, how many stories are there about lesbians not knowing that they're lesbians because being straight was just, like, the normal thing to be? And on top of that, like, how many times was it that, like, we get told, like, that straight X was so terrible for women because men just, like, didn't care about what a woman was feeling or experiencing. So like as far as like the like cultural norm was, like X for women, it was just not enjoyable because usually their male partners couldn't give a fuck about actually like pleasing them. So like how many lesbians had like terrible sex with men, just assumed, well, that's what the norm is, and they didn't realize until after like kissing a woman or having like experience with a woman and go, wow. You know what I mean? Like it is actually a thing. Like you read it like on Reddit and stuff like that about like lesbians who, even though they've slept with men and then they hated the sleeping with men, but they just, it's so normalized to be straight and so normalized that straight X is just not good for women, that like they never realize that they're lesbian until like 10 years later, until 30 years later, until they're in their 40s or whatever. It's too much of a common thing. And so in a lot of ways that's like internalized homophobia. We're like, I'm not gay, or like I'm not into women because it's normal to be into guys. So the implication that like Riku has had internalized homophobia and he wrestled with that and wrestled with like implied depression and other such things, other such like mental health things. Like it's probably not just internalized homophobia. There's probably like other things going on there as well, like isolation and depression, all this other sort of stuff. But the implication that it's kind of the same with Zora, where he's one, ignoring his own darkness, as it's put, and so he's ignoring his own mental health problems. But like if it's a case where like he's just kind of projecting what he usually feels for Riku onto Kairi, then it's, and now he's realizing that it's romantic in nature, but he didn't realize that romantic nature when it was aimed at a guy, but does realize that it's romantic in nature when it's aimed at a girl. That would imply internalized homophobia as well. You know what I mean? I do like the idea that if, you know, like, I like the idea that that is like a fun storyline. You know what I mean? Like wrestling with your own internalized homophobia, and like, because like it does come across as well with Kari that like she, like, there's that scene where Riku was like that adult darkness guy, and Kari was the one who recognized him. Zora didn't. Like it was Kari that recognized him, and then Kari was the one that was like, Zora, come over here. Like you'll know. Just like come here, and like puts their hands together, or whatever. It's like implications like that has like even Kari like sees the like connection between them, and even Kari is kind of like like maybe Kari is a bit of a. The term is like fudanshi or whatever the fuck, but like maybe like even Kari is like, I ship these two. These two should get together. I ship the two of them together. So you know what I mean? Like that would be a funny idea to me, that like even Kari is like, no, I want the two guys together. They'll be good together. That's funny. Oh god. Anyways, I have to get up early, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for being here. Maybe I'll do a surprise stream Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I don't think so, because I have a lot of stuff going on Thursday, so probably best not to. So you'll see me Friday for the usual Friday stream. Maybe by then I would have played a little bit of the Kingdom Hearts games that I have on my phone, on my Steam Deck now. So yeah, we'll see you Friday. Thank you for being here. See you again.
It's not you, yeah, it's always me. I close my heart to you, you see it opens up for nobody. It's been so hard to fall asleep, the weather always makes my nose bleed. Makes my nose bleed. It's so hard to believe that one day I'll feel peace. I want control over my life, I want that driver's seat. Yeah, it's not you that I need. You push me down when I'm weak. You were never there for me. Go pick up your keys and leave. I can't go back to you, my friend. Don't need an ask, don't play pretend. You think you're everything I need, but I gotta live. Can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. Cause you think you are everything I need, but I gotta leave. On me.